Yeah, we don't want that to creep back up. Oh, but just like creeping up on with a headache, the Bear Blog Podcast creeps up on you every Friday, 5 o'clock Central Time. So be sure to join us live every Friday.
Bot Rix has successfully
Thanks
joined
for
the
joining
channel.
me, Bot Rix. I'm so glad that the bot's always joining me and telling me that. Okay, anyways, this week we're going to be talking about something similar like last week. But last week's podcast, if you have not noticed, it's kind of missing. So kind of reason why you should watch this live every Friday, because stuff like that's probably going to happen again in the future, not on purpose. Then again, I don't know what's going to happen because YouTube is fucking fickle. And I can say that now because YouTube don't care if you cuss within the first minute of the video. So, but yet they do care if you show something that is from a different country and you're not from that country and you live somewhere where fair use is fair use, but that country doesn't have fair use, but yet they can control your channel from another country. I don't quite understand that. It's stupid, and I could fight it, but I'm not. And the video's gone. I don't make no money off my videos. So it is what it is. I'm not going to bother with it. Sorry, I can't watch it. I would say go to Twitch or Kick or any of the other platforms I'm streaming on, and you can watch it there with commercials. I can't help that part. That part, it's not on me, right? You can subscribe.
Stealthy was asking, so, last week we did the your favorite anime like intro outro music, and we did the favorite anime character.
Right.
Well, no platform had a problem with it but YouTube. YouTube pretty much dropped the entire video because it had music in it.
And then we didn't play all the music. We played clips of it.
It got copyrights from artists that do you.
Yep. The only problem is per what they say, as long as you give credit and you stop every so often and you talk about it, they're not supposed to do that. But they did it anyway.
And it was all from
anyway, not the point.
It's all from Japan
too. If he has it on other channels, he can easily just re-download it and try to re-upload it. And
yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going over our favorite video game characters, video game, and video game soundtracks today.
Without playing any audio so we don't get in trouble again. We're going to try to avoid that.
Not favorite video game characters.
Yeah, the video game
but it changes on based on your mood, so we're going to do it again. Yep.
All right. So yes, that's our topics this week is music from video games, characters from video games, and our favorite RPG, which is honestly, it's kind of still sad that RPGs are dying because like the numbers of RPGs per year are going downwards trajectory, and I like them to stay even level because I like RPGs. I always do. Love them. So they're great games, and I hope they keep on making them because, well, I think we need good stories with video games, not video games that are trying to act like movies. Those kind of things. Like Mixtape. Did you heard about Mixtape, by the way? You know anything about Mixtape? Big old Nepo baby girl made a video game. Yeah, rich father.
I heard a little bit of it.
Was such a video game you didn't even have to play it in order for the game to play. Video game. Yeah. Anyways, it did terrible. My wife wishes you best luck. Hey, everybody. I do appreciate you coming in. So join us. We're joining the topic of best RPG in our opinions, best characters, and best music. So we're gonna go with that. So we're gonna jump in with Corvo's first one. Why I said hope your head feels better soon. Is the iconic, and I say iconic because Final Fantasy, and this one's Final Fantasy 9 or
8.
8. Sorry, the exclamations or the X and Roman numerals. I know it somewhat, but not perfect on it. Your choice was the Final Fantasy 8.
I thought 9 was favorite with BD.
Ooh, The Stealthy called you out and said, how you going to confuse it with your favorite Final Fantasy 9 when Vivi's in 9? You know better.
Yeah, because like the Roman noodles, the X or the I before the X, and then if it's X then I's, it's really confusing. I don't get it. I should know it by now. You say 9. I
Nine
don't.
is really I and an A.
I and A.
Anyway, I and X.
Oh, an I and X. Oh yeah. I just don't know. I don't know my Roman
Okay.
noodles as much as I thought I did.
So Final Fantasy 8, yes, is where we're at.
Now,
I don't know which topic are we on? The characters or the game?
This is the music.
Okay. Music is Final Fantasy 13, actually.
13. Okay, that's what I looked with.
13.
X111. That was like 13.
Final Fantasy 13 is one of my favorite soundtracks. Yes.
Okay, so why did you choose 13?
Because it has a gambit of music. It has some orchestral music. It has some,
which I love.
It has some rock music. It has some of that pump you up battle music. It has a gambit. So I love the fact that it has a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Because now I like the variety, as Stealthy says, that spice of life, you know.
Yeah, but this was mostly orchestral, right? This is mostly just pure music. I haven't listened to the whole thing, and I can't play it for y'all to watch because YouTube can go.
Not all of it. I mean, because
so like, but what made you choose this one specifically? Like, why was this one out of all of them? Because like, there's so many great songs.
I love. Honestly, it's some of the battle music that really gets me, because there's some of the music in this when you're doing battles like with Aeons or bosses that are just, it is fucking amazing. Like, it'll make you be ready to throw hands. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah.
You know?
If anybody wants to listen to this one, I'm gonna put it in the chat so y'all can listen to it if y'all want to. But yeah, this one is a very
https www.youtube.com watch VJNKITRQM.
Yeah, what did they call them? They called them It wasn't GS, it wasn't a Guardian Force, wasn't Aeons. What the hell did they call them in 13? But anyway, essentially in 13, most of the summons, I guess would be the easiest way to say it, you end up having to battle them before you can have them as a summon. And some of the music for some of those battles are just amazing.
Yeah, I think, well,
Like,
such a big line that they pretty much have the funds to be able to keep that kind of stuff going. You gotta pause this so I can read the chat.
But kind of like God, from what I remember, you get cursed by the shit. It's a crystal of some sort.
He's trying to desperate to remember the song. But like, okay, so you like this one because I guess, like, is this a calming nature to this song? Because I was listening to it, it was very soothing, very relaxing at the very beginning of it. Getting to listen to the full thing of it, and I don't have this version of Final Fantasy, right? Because I don't have a PS4 or a PS5, whatever one, 3.5.
I have it on Switch.
You have it on Switch, but Final Fantasy has always done a great job, and a lot of their other musics are like, I don't know if they're not very vocal. They're just speaking in some language that I'm not sure is even a language, if not some made up language to try to give it a chorus-like feel to it. But it always has like this like dramatic, this epic moments that just really draw you in to whatever is being portrayed. And I think they did a great job weaving the visuals with the music, but the music just by itself, you don't even have to feel like you're playing the game, and you can feel a part of that moment and what it's trying to convey, whether it be emotional, be dramatic, or fear-inducing, like the Sephiroth song. As soon as you hear Sephiroth song, you know it is bad. Like you don't even have to know that there in the game there's a really badass character about to come kill you. You just know you hear the song like, oh shit, something's happening in this thing. Like then you hear the Sephiroth, like, oh shit. Like, you know, who Sephiroth is? Don't know. Fucking scary. But like I know who it is, so it's a different story. But like it just had like Final Fantasy always did a great job at bringing that out.
Yeah, that particular character made me paranoid. Anytime I see a single black feather floating around in the air, I'm like, this bitch, we're gonna throw stop talking to me, bitch. Go on.
Now, my choice for it is the original GoldenEye 007 song from the 64 game. This song right here, if anybody's heard this song before, this song goes way too hard for even for the game and for what generation it came out. Like it sounds like you could almost, if there was like some like a rap song over this thing, or someone like a dance, like this song goes way harder than it should. And of course, it's all musical, right? So it has, I love that vibe to it, but it also just has that it's iconic, right? You cannot hear the original 007 song and not, I want to play it, but I don't want to get in trouble. But you've never heard it before, go check this out. It's the original GoldenEye 007 from Nintendo 64, and it you think the some of the movies, I don't think any of the movies have done this version of the GoldenEye. They always do the same GoldenEye, but like this one to me is the best one. I don't know if it's just because nostalgia glasses or just because I grew up on this game, but this game's music just hits so hard. That intro and that little dong that you hear every now and then just I saw like a YouTube short of a guy like he's like doing two different characters, and it's like, okay, we're doing a video game based off of a movie. We don't want it too, too crazy, too hard, too like that. And the guy's like, okay, what about this? And starts playing this song, and he just starts jamming out to it. And it's like, holy shit. And I agree with it. Like this song still hits hard for its generation. And maybe the rest of the music in the game maybe not that great. I don't remember anything else but this one. Do you remember any of like the Golden Eyes music from the games other than the main song?
No.
No. I have no clue. You could play all those soundtrack from the Golden Eye game, and I would not know a single one of them. Play this one, I know it. It's just too iconic, and I think that is the truth to the matter. And I don't know. I guess. Like I was always having an interesting taste in a lot of music.
https://www.youtube.com watch BP vomited list plvnp boas ywygHJQCMLDHJXB.
There we go. Okay. So is there any other ones? Like we could easily talk about like Halo from Master Chief Collection or Halo.
You got Halo. Hell, you got Doom Eternal. You got a bunch of different ones that hit hard. But I mean,
yeah, but like
Ni no Kuni's soundtrack is one of those that like it doesn't hit you hard, like make you pump you up, but it hits you in the feels. Like you don't have to play the game to get emotional listening to that fucking soundtrack. Like you will start randomly feeling tears in your eyes, and you're like, "What the fuck am I feeling like this?" And then if you go and look at what's happening in the game, you're like, "Oh no, they died!"
I feel like somebody just passed away. And of course, we got the classic, Zelda games. You can't like Nintendo's always been one of those game companies that did amazing music for most of their stuff. But Zelda's like, to me, their top tier, like Pokemon music. Mario did it.
I was laughing. I don't. Skyward Sword has one of the best Zelda soundtracks that I could think of. I mean, Ocarina of Time has a good one for sure, but I mean, Skyward Sword was good. All of them. shit, I can't think of one that's not good.
Yeah, like there's plenty of versions of the Zelda songs that we all know. We all
has some fucking bangers.
like, yeah, we all remember.
Majora's Mask has fucking bangers.
Yeah, of course, that's my favorite. Majora's Mask is my favorite of all time. I know Stealthy's Twilight Princess, but mine's Majora's Mask. You know, I played that game to it literally.
Hey, Fishman with his goddamn guitar.
Mr. Fishman.
Yeah. I loved it. But like, you know, there's certain songs and music that are just iconic. Now, I personally, because like, and I have played a lot of games that are modern day, and there's some kind of, you know, good ones, like, you know, there's not a bad ones in Breath of the Wild, but I cannot think of a modern day, like you can think of a modern day, but I cannot think of a modern day song that I am like, oh my God, I love this. Now I like the soundtrack from Sea of Thieves, or not Sea of Thieves, Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars music was really good, the entire soundtrack. But like that reminded me of like the old school, like 90s Super Nintendo style of music. And I don't know if it's just like I like that style, that music that made it maybe have a bit of nostalgia, or if I actually like just love that music in general. But I love this entire soundtrack. But I cannot name a single one of them. I can't even hum one of them. So like I don't know if it's just I have that sense. I like the older stuff. I like the older sound a little bit more. And I don't know if
I like all kinds of music though. That's just me. I can find something good in everything.
yeah. I'm just trying to say, like, if I'm just not paying attention, or if I just don't notice music. Even when I play Subnautica.
Stealthy said one of the problems is the newer games has good music in it, but it doesn't always. Back in the older games, there was usually a pause somewhere where you really heard the music. You know,
Yeah.
you're waiting on something, you're doing something, so it's not in the background. It's actually brought more to the forefront while you're waiting for whatever's happening. Whereas a lot of the newer games now, they don't really have that moment, so you don't really get that the music pulled forward for you. You know what I mean?
That draw. Yeah. Like it doesn't really catch me or really pull my attention.
There's some really good like shooters and stuff that's a bunch of them have used like let the bodies hit the floor. And you know when that fucking song hit.
Oh yeah.
The shit's fixed to hit the fan because you finna have to kill a lot of motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and but they don't really bring it to the forefront. It's always kind of in the back.
Yeah.
So it's I guess it's not so much as if they're doing good music or putting good music in. It's more like I think the approach of how they're putting the music in is different. You don't get you're not getting the highlighted, like Stealthy said, part of the music. You're getting it's staying in the back. They're never bringing it forward for you.
Yeah, it's like the intro for Halo. Like when soon you turn on Halo, it was the Halo ring spinning around, and you hear that oh, it was like immediately right there. You're not even playing the game yet. You're not even in the game, and you're already like just sucked in this music and sucked into this world. But every single time something major happened, like some awesome scene happened, that song would also start again, and it'll start playing that song, and like you knew moments were about to get hyped because it would literally play off that moment. That music start going, something major is happening on the screen, and you felt so immersed in like getting your blood and your mind racing and excited. Or you're seeing something Splinter. Not many games like I said. I was playing Subnautica. I know Subnautica had music. I knew it was there. I heard it. I couldn't tell you a melody. I couldn't hum a melody, and I literally played it yesterday or the day before. I know there's music there, but I didn't care for it at all. You could just have bubbles and monsters screaming, and I would never notice the music.
Right, and Stealthy was saying another thing is back in the day you didn't have the ability to adjust your music volume. Most people now, new games, you have the ability to lower the music to the background.
Yeah, that's very true.
Most people do that. A lot of people drop it almost all the way back or off, because they don't want to hear it. They want to hear the game instead of back in the day. This is where it was, and that's where the fuck it stayed. You didn't have a choice. You had to hear it.
Yeah, it was like a movie. It was in a sense of like they deliberately tuned the audio of the music to the scene and to the sounds, and it was all one thing. And I could play Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact had some great music too. I've always said Genshin Impact had great music. But if I was playing the game, a lot of times I just turned that stuff off because I just wanted to play the game, and I just wouldn't like I wouldn't like try to be immersed. Like, you know, during the story parts, sure, but like otherwise, running around the world, I didn't really care for it. But I knew they had some great music. I'm just not there to listen to music because it doesn't really draw me into the world or make the experience more entertaining or more engaging like the old school games did for me. So yeah, I totally agree with Stealthy right there. Being able to adjust it and giving the players to able to just turn that off kind of takes it away a little bit, you know. But yeah, they did do that in old school games. All right, so next one, we're gonna jump into what was it, like your favorite character from video games. Now yours is an obvious one. I say obvious because how long I've been knowing you.
Shut up, Stealthy.
So yeah, how long I've been knowing you and how long me and you have talked with each other. Like this is not a surprise at all. Now, you may have told me several times why this character was your all-time favorite, but just a recap, why is this chick your all-time favorite, even though she's a villain?
She's fucking amazing. And she's not really a villain. She gets fucked hard.
Yeah.
She's possessed.
I know.
She's not even really the villain. She's possessed by the villain.
Yeah.
And the thing is like when you knock the possession out of her ass, she helps you, quickly. She's like, fuck.
Yeah. I did some bad things. Wasn't my fault.
But dude, I mean, look at this fucking character. Did you see her?
Yes, she's gorgeous.
She's fucking gorgeous. She gives you that feeling like you don't know if you want to run or stay, because you can tell she could do bad shit to you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you could tell she could do good shit to you too, and you're like, which way do I want to go? You know,
to be the kind of woman I'd be like, you know what? I normally not into skinny chicks. I'll give you a shot. Make me a believer, you know.
I mean, just and the thing is I like her character arc because she goes from a lady that's running an orphanage, realizes that bad shit could be coming, puts a plan in place, to assure that the kids that she's looking over has a way out of the bad shit.
Yeah.
Because she can't stop it from coming, even though she's gonna be possessed and be the bad shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and then she goes through the whole arc of, okay, now she's possessed, she's doing all the bad shit. And as soon as you get the possession knocked out of her and she realizes it's her kids, she's back to mama, don't be fucking with my children. Bitch, what do I gotta do? What do you need help with? Like, that's just a fucking, I love that whole character arc.
The art, the character growth, the surprise, reveal that she's being controlled the entire time, not the villain, because you're definitely pursued that she is, and her art would tell you every otherwise, like, yeah, this character's clearly a bad person. Look at her, she has that, like, the villainess kind of arrow to her, and look,
she has that bad girl vibe when you look at her.
And the game didn't let up on that at any point. Like, it didn't even like hint at the possibility that, like, oh, I'm being controlled. Oh no, it was like, nope, I'm snap my finger, something bad's gonna happen to you, kind of situation. And it definitely played off a lot of the uncertainty with her. But I guess mystery with a character can make him also pretty attractive.
Yeah.
You know, with Sephiroth, there was no mystery. You know, he was bad. It was a clear as day. And I can't think of any other Final Fantasy games very often that had that like they had that character without a clear distinction between good or bad.
Well, I mean, with Sephiroth, to Stealthy's point that she said, I wouldn't say so much it was clear that it was bad. It was clear that he went crazy.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
there's obvious indications that he was once a good person because they talk about Sephiroth, the hero of the war, Sephiroth this, Sephiroth that. He was a good person.
Yeah.
He just went fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, lost his shit, and let's be honest. The real villain of Final Fantasy VII is Hojo. Because if Hojo had not sent,
Please.
if Hojo had, yes and no. Because, I mean, if you look at what Gas was trying to do, he had altruistic motives. But Hojo basically set Sephiroth. He was like a fucking loaded weapon.
Yeah.
He sat that bitch on the table, cocked the fucking hammer, and aimed him and said, "Now pull the trigger." That's what he did. And Sephiroth said, "Bang!" And when he went bang, the world went, "Oh shit! What just happened?" There was a disturbance in the force.
Said. Is this an AI?
No. What AI? You or me? I don't know. No. Well, I don't know if it is with you. Anyway, so yeah, that is your character. Now, my character should not come at any surprise because it's just one of those characters. It is Vivi from Final Fantasy IX because, well, I'm trying to see if they had the same thing. See if they have a design for him too, or a video for a design for Vivi. Vivi was okay. They might not have it. Vivi for me, if anybody does not know who that is from, make sure I do the right Roman numerals here so I don't get them. IX. Is just one of those characters that you can't but help but love, but also feel incredibly bad for, because he didn't know what he was. He was pretty much alone. He pretty much he didn't have anything going for him. He was a lost puppet, pretty much. But he was so sweet, so kind. His design is charming. The big hat was just so iconic to even to this day. Like, you can't think of a black mage without thinking about that hat. And he had that air of innocence that I just found so, I don't know, alluring is the right word, but I was just drawn into him, and I was so hopeful that he would find his people, find his peace, and make it through. And I'm not a spoiler warning for anybody for a really old game, but BB doesn't have a happy ending, and that broke my heart. It really broke my heart. And to see where he and his kind came from was also kind of heartbreaking. To see how they were done and how they were treated and how that came about. It was so, I don't know. I was more interested in that than the actual story of the game. that tells you anything. Like, the rest of the game, didn't care for it. I was only interested in Vivi. I wanted to know what was going on with him. And I love his design. He's cute, and that's what I like about Final Fantasy IX. It's just because it had more of that, I would say cartoonish, but that more of that fantasy kind of like not realistic kind of vibe, less humans. Kind of like, like Final Fantasy VII and kind of Final Fantasy IX. If like the human world were just like in the future with magic, this felt just like a world, just pure magic. Like, there was just nothing but just off the wall crazy shit going on. Even though there were humans in it, they were so background characters. I didn't even notice them, but Vivi was just awesome. I even made a clay figurine when I was younger of Vivi. Didn't look that great, didn't turn out that great, but I was so proud of it when I was younger because I was such a fan of that game. And that's that's the reason why I'm going to be playing it as soon as next time I stream, because I have a long way to go. So those are our two favorite characters. Now we could also talk about other characters. Link, duh, right?
Yeah.
Master Chief, also
Yep.
another duh.
Yep.
We could talk
Mifa,
Cloud,
Urbosa,
yeah.
wait.
There's a lot of other characters.
Sidon,
Most of Pokemon.
Drippy and his fucking lantern nose.
Yeah. So there's a lot of characters that have a lot of deep places in my heart, but I would always say, for me, if somebody would ask me who I would cosplay from the Final Fantasy place, it would be Vivi. It'd be so easy too. Just no face, just black, glowing yellow eyes, big old hat, oversized jacket, gloves and boots, and puffy like jeans, and just it's such a, I wouldn't say easy look, but I think anybody could pull it off. It's dressing in a fur suit or like a Totoro suit. Anybody could do it. Just don't say nothing. He's just so cute. Kind of looks like a clown though. Because of the leggings, I don't know what if you can see the screen. The leggings kind of remind me of a clown, and the big oversized shoes look like a clown. But he's just so adorable to me. All right, so we're gonna jump right back to pretty much you, because it's not very much anything different. Your all-time favorite video game, which is also number 8 of the Final Fantasy genre. Now, you've told me before why this one was your all-time favorite. I can't remember. Was this your first Final Fantasy game you ever played?
My first Final Fantasy game I ever played was 1.
Which one?
I played 1, and then I didn't have any of the others, and then I played 7. But 8 was the third one I played. But 8.
No, we played 2.
No, I'm saying when I first started playing, sweetheart. When I first started playing. But what drew me into 8 was I love the story. It was fucking insane. How events from the past were all tied into events from the future, which all tied into events happening right then.
Yeah.
So, because as spoiler, anybody that hadn't played this, plug your ears, but Edea is possessed by a sorceress from the future.
Mm-mm.
And Edea realizes it's going to happen in the past. So the current time frame, everything that's happening is being technically affected by the past and the future at the same time.
Real fucking with you with the times loopy stuff.
Fucking with you hardcore. And what's even worse is at the end of the game, you don't even know if the main protagonist technically lives or not.
Yeah,
they don't give you that. They leave it up to you to decide in your head whether that motherfucker, oh yeah, he must have survived, or nope, that bitch is dead.
Yeah.
Or if he was in a cuckoo bin the entire fucking time. You don't know. So it's wild, but the thing is they even use the trick of the character's own imagination becoming a weapon against him. So don't know if anybody knows this, but Squall wears a ring most of the game.
Yeah.
The ring is a ring that is meant to resemble a fictional GF or Guardian Force called Grievous or Gravis or something like that. He doesn't actually exist until you do the final boss battle, and that bitch from the future basically makes him exist. And now you got to fight his punk ass. and he fucking sucked. It was that, that moment, that Ghostbusters moment where you're like, clear your mind, don't think of anything. Clear your mind, don't think of anything. And then the villain's like, you have chosen, bitch, I wasn't thinking of anything. And then Ray's like, oh,
yeah,
motherfucker.
So I may have told you, in the past, but Final Fantasy VIII was actually my very first entry into Final Fantasy video games when I was younger. It was the first one I ever got, and since then I went back and played a lot of the previous ones beforehand. But my all-time favorite weapon is the Gunblade. The Gunblade is just, it is such a cool mesh of a sword and a gun. Like, you can't get better in fantasy than sword gun. Like, big shield sword is like Clouder's Buster Sword. It's cool. But gun sword just sounds like awesome. And I have one of them in real life. They're not practical as shit.
I had one. I had a replica and gave it away as a gift to replace it.
Yeah.
But
what did you say about giving away that thing?
Yep, you're right. But it was fucking wild. The shit you see him do with one hand flicking that bitch around, let me tell you right now. Arm of fucking steel if you can do that.
Yeah, real life bullshit.
The
Video
fucking
games,
blade
yes.
is this. The blade is this wide at the hilt.
Uh-huh. And it like the gun handle doesn't allow for even balance either, so it leans forward somewhat too. And if you swing it, well, it's gonna be it's a way to go forward. But coming back up is not that easy because it's not the middle of the blade, to balance the weight on both sides. No, it's at the top of the blade where the barrel's pointing at, so you can shoot it if it was real. But yeah, swinging it, no. It one-handed, hell no. But holding it two-handed was not like, it was like you pinching the very end of it, trying at least my hand. I was like pinching the end of it, like, how are you supposed to hold this with two hands? But yeah, I love the design of the Gunblade. I love the lion motif on it. I like the lion chain at the bottom of it. Line, right? I'm not mistaken. It's a line, right?
Yeah, well, that was Griever.
Griever, yeah. Okay.
He was the GF we were talking about.
Okay. So yeah, it like that motif, that design, and just the idea of it's still cool. I love it. I know they actually made a real gun sword out there. I know that's actually a real thing. But it wasn't very practical even then. So if people that in the past were able to make one, and even then it wasn't rational or very useful, and put it in fantasy settings. Like, well, this is fantasy world. Anything can be viable here. Because everybody has powers and ultra strength and other bullshit that goes along with it. But my favorite RPG is not a secret at all. Now the problem is, do I prefer the remake or the classic? And that is the all-time classic, Secret of Mana, which is also reason why y'all kept on spoiling me and got me the collection edition of the Mana section. Because this game, I played this game. I don't know how many games you play like this, Corvo. I played this game well over 12 times. Completion, 100%. Yep. All the way. This is the game era where you didn't buy a video game, play it once, and go on your bookshelf, and maybe you'll play it one more time, a couple years later. No, I played this game well over 12 times, if not more, from beginning to end, 100%. And I was not regretting a single moment of this game, because this is what fantasy games were for me back then. Going around collecting weapons, getting gear, getting stronger, finding new summons, which was like a rare thing back then because summons weren't very common in a lot of fantasy games. You had some summons in the Final Fantasy series, but this one brought it to a different light. It was more like live action combat summoning rather than turn-based summoning that a lot of Final Fantasy did too. So it really hit it for me. And of course, being able to switch out characters and not just play one character, and it was co-op. That was such a big theme for me because I don't know how many games you remember that were fantasy games back in the day that you could play as co-op with your friends.
There wasn't a whole lot of them, no.
And me and my friend, I'll just give him his first name. I won't say his last name just in case he's still out there. Joel. We played this game first time. We were up to like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to stay quiet because his dad was a complete dick. I mean, the biggest dick I've ever met in my life. And we were trying to beat the very last dragon. If anybody knows who I'm talking about the dragon is, that becomes the main boss. Your buddy becomes the thing that tries to kill you. And we were spamming attack, summons, heal, attack, summon. And we were like waiting for this to come at you. And this game just had so many unique aspects to it that there was no other games like this, especially at the time. And even to this day, some people like Final Fantasy VII with the remake are just now starting to do live action combat summoning scenarios. I think Final Fantasy 11 or 12 did it, but a lot of people didn't like that system at that time. I loved it, but this game I have had so many hours, and the music and the characters, and then they did remake. I don't know if I liked the remake because it had that very cartoonish, almost like Dragon Age kind of game, or not Dragon Age, Dragon Quest.
Adolins. She just remembered what it was. The summons in 13 were called Adolins.
Oh, okay, yeah. She was racking that brain for that one. I don't remember what the summons were called in Secret of Mana. I just called them summons. I've always called them summons. But yeah, of course the story was also really interesting. People, sorcerers taking control of people's minds, trying to figure out who was the main bad guy, just to come to find out the main bad guy has been with you the entire game. At least the entire game. And it was the fucking dragon. And you have to kill him. You have to kill this thing that's been nothing but sweet, kind, traveled everywhere with you. You pretty much help raise it a little bit by get him saving up funds to get it to him. And this in the game to go, all right, now he's trying to kill you. Kill him. Oh, it sucked, but it was such a twist for me, especially when I was a kid. I had to been how old was I? Maybe 12, maybe 13. So I was pretty young when this game came out. And like I said, my first time playing this, I still remember we were up early hours in the morning. Just as soon as we killed him, we wanted to scream. But we did. Nowadays I can do it by myself, but it was such a good game. I wish they would do more of maybe a little bit more less stylized version of a remix of this game, but I know the cartoonish style is what people are more accustomed to. Like I said, the Dragon Quest style, but I wouldn't mind this having a Final Fantasy kind of twist to it, rather.
Sitting here thinking about this made me think. Another game that really or game series that kind of fucks with you is the Legacy of Kain series.
Oh yeah,
because you got 3 different blood omens plus the 2 soul reavers that are all tied in it. And you're first introduced to Kain in Blood Omen 1, and you find out he's a noble that was murdered, and he comes back as a vampire seeking revenge. And you're thinking, okay, he deserves revenge. Bitches killed him, But then you get Soul Reaver 2. Soul Reaver comes out after it, and you find out that in Raziel's eyes, Kain's the fucking villain. You're like, the fuck? And then you have Soul Reaver 2, and then Raziel finds out that no, Kain's not the villain the entire time. He's known all this different shit was going to go on, and literally did everything he did to Raziel to ensure that the Soul Reaver blade would be made so that he could defeat the bad guy in Blood Omen 3. And you're like, the fuck? I'm so confused.
I still have to say, like it was shocking, but it was so badass when you first see like him come out to go meet the pretty much the meet the main dude, and like, oh yeah, let me show you my wings. He's like, oh, beautiful. These are lovely. These are awesome. So happy for you. And kick you into get yourself killed. Like that was such a I wouldn't say twist, but like that was a dramatic moment. And you didn't really know what was going on, right? But you had like, okay, this guy had he pushed himself to the next evolution of vampires. He's now transcending, and this dude is just a jealous asshole that this guy, this nobody that he's calling, is now surpassing him, and he don't like that. That's all I got from it.
Then you get to the end of the entire series where it goes, Blood Omen, Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 2, and then Blood Omen 3. And then you get to the end of 3 and you realize that everything was all a plan that Cain had, because he realized at the end of Blood Omen 1 the shit that was coming, and he set it all in motion. And you're like, ah!
And he was smart. They can't blame that. Then again, good writing. But yeah, I man, I know they made remakes of those games, which I never played.
It reminds her of Final Fantasy 12 that I was playing.
Another game the Falsy 13. You don't realize that the Falsy are the exact reason why you're having curses happen to begin with.
Oh, the Falsy in 13, yeah, because you don't realize that the Falsy are the reason that the curses are happening in 13. Everybody thinks it's the Eidolons causing it, but it's not. It's the Falsy. You're like, the fuck?
They definitely like making you have an expectation in one thing and then twisting it. It's like, no, not that. It's this.
Actual world is.
Oh yeah.
Because remember, he set it all up, and so did White.
Oh yeah. Or when you find out that the White Witch wasn't actually the evil one, she was
her counsel.
That was a fucking. I'm seeing a theme in all these games that we like. I like games that fuck with my brain, apparently.
Well, I do know Japan has a thing about like making the good people the bad people and making the bad people the good people. And whoever you think is the good person is actually normally the fucking worst person out of there. But like the worst person is usually the best one. You just can't tell because, well, they seem bad because they're doing things that look bad till you find out that they were doing it to do good. It's like, Jesus Christ, you not have that little twist every time. I can't say I call it a lot of times, for sure, but they definitely have a thing about doing that. Especially if it's a priest. Priests are always bad in Japanese media. You're always the bad one for some reason. You like God, you're evil. They love doing that in anime and video games.
That some of the freaking
I get glimpses of what she's saying, and then it's like
she said she don't know if she feels like that's absolutely true, because if that was true, then some of the animes just wouldn't work.
Well, a lot of them I've been watching apparently. Then I'm in the wrong genre. Anyways,
listen, I can't help you like watching pervert punishment. Shit.
There's a lot of harem. Not NTR. I'm sorry, I don't go that way. If you don't know what NTR, don't worry about it. You're better off not knowing. But yeah, okay, so I think that was it. Now, you said, what was your worst video game? Now, that was a question that we didn't get to ask. What was your worst video game you've ever played? And that's going to be a hard one for me, because I don't know if I bought any games that made me pissed off going, fuck this game.
I'm fixing to send you one.
Okay.
game.
That's the one. That's the one I'm actually looking for. Just hold on, sweetie.
Yeah, send it to me so I can think of mine, because I gotta rack my brain on that one.
I don't.
I don't.
There's plenty of them.
I didn't make a habit of playing games that piss me off, Stealthy.
Listen, I don't make it a habit of playing games that piss me off, but if I buy the game, I'm gonna finish it and make sure that I actually dislike it.
Yeah. You're not gonna half-ass it or base it off the first minute or two.
All right, so
But hands down,
I think you know that Stealthy, one of her other game genres that she really likes is Prince of Persia.
Okay.
However, the one game that me and her both agree on was absolutely atrocious was actually a Prince of Persia.
With the modern one?
You see the one on the far right when you're looking at the image. The one with the red and blue swirly capey thing.
Yeah. I see it on my screen. I'm trying to get up here.
That is the one. The other two were fine. They were great. But that one sucked ass.
This one right here.
Yes, that one. So let me explain why that one sucked ass. When you play a game and you're playing it, a sense of urgency or concern that you may die is a needed thing.
Yeah.
You cannot die in this game.
Does it like immediately like rewind time the moment you could die?
The moment you could die, time rewinds. You cannot die. It took all the fun, urgency, and everything out of it.
The challenge,
the challenge, everything. It was like, even if I remember right, and Stealthy can correct me because I may be remembering this wrong, but even in a battle, if you were fighting, it would rewind time before you died in the battle. All the way back to the beginning of the battle.
Oh.
And you're like, why? Because I'm not going to lie and say that the game wasn't gorgeous. It looks fantastic. The story was great. The game was gorgeous. But what killed it was, how am I going to play a game and say, oh, I've got to survive something that I can't even die from to begin with?
That seems like a game with nothing but live action scenes or cutscenes.
You see that right there?
Yeah.
Did you see what just happened?
Yeah.
So that guy fell. He hit no buttons. She just magically pulled his ass up every fucking time. Or every time he's in a battle, she snatches his ass back. Look, boom. There you go.
Is she supposed to be the sand of time?
She's tied to the sand of time. Let's put it like that.
Okay, sorry, I didn't have it on the screen here. I'll rewind and show y'all.
The original Prince of Persia's that Stealthy and I played, we absolutely loved it. And if you missed hitting that button for rewind, you fucking died.
Yeah,
that was about your skill.
I had the first
game. This wasn't about your skill. And Stealthy was fucking. It's funny because you know as well as I do, one of Stealthy's biggest things that she has problems with is map depth. But you put her in one of those original Prince of Persia's, and it's like she could go to sleep at the wheel and she's not going to die. She's not going to fall. Mm-hmm, she will instinctively make that wall run. She will instinctively rewind that shit. She will it's just fucking. But you put her in a fucking place where she's running around and there's 10 feet on each side, but you could walk off the cliff. She's going to walk off the cliff. I don't understand it. Now, I found out that my worst possible enemy in a Prince of Persia game, I found it. I hate them. Every time I see them in any game now, I run away from them. A fucking spike log. A spike log will kill me quicker than a fucking boss. I will go toe-to-toe with a boss with almost no health and come out fine. I can run up to a spike log and have full health, and that bitch is gonna kill me.
It's the traps. It's the environment that kill you more than.
This is a different Prince of Persia, and I love this one. This one was great.
Yeah, this one looks
because
in my opinion, looks way better.
this one was about your skills, because you had to rewind the time yourself. You had to do all that shit yourself, and it's limited. It only lasts for so long. So even if you hit it, if you didn't hit it at the right place, you could still die.
Yeah, because you might rewind back to where you're one health, you're still at 0 health, but not rewind back to full health, and then come out of it and then immediately get hit and you're dead again. It's like shit. Because all you're gonna do is just get back to that same problematic moment where you're either about to get hit or you're on the edge of dying, and you just didn't want to use it.
Prince of Persia for me was, I want to say, the jump off point for what we call parkour video games.
Yeah.
Because like, you didn't really see a whole lot of this wall running and climbing and shit until then. And then next thing you know, you got shit like Mirror's Edge. And I don't know if y'all played Mirror's Edge, but you better be fucking good at controlling your character doing parkour, or else you are gonna get tore up. But Mirror's Edge is fun too.
I'm racking
That's
my
another
brain.
game I'd like to see Stealthy play again. Mirror's Edge. That was a fun game to watch her play.
Yeah. I just can't rack my brain of what games I just didn't like it so much so that I would rather just turn it off and never play it. Or if
Stealthy forced herself to finish that Prince of Persia, even though she didn't like it. I played it for about 20 minutes and was like, fuck this.
And that's what something like, I have a feeling that there a lot of game developers will be going toward, is they're gonna be taking out more and more of the actual gameplay of a video game, and more directing it toward like just like self-playing, automatic activation of things, where you don't have to worry about activating yourself and having the skill or the know-how to time it or use it. It just does it itself and takes away all sense of the actual video game. You know, you're supposed to be playing it to learn how to adapt and overcome and use the tools you got to be able to beat the problem that's being presented. And if there's no place of dying.
Stealthy said she feels like we're going backwards. Instead of making it more challenging and more more skill set on you, to now we're just, all you gotta do is run through it. It's gonna do it on its own.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like we're going backwards.
Yeah. So it's like the there's a scene, and I'll show
them fucking spike logs, run, bitch.
See if I can actually show you this. I don't know if I can show it, but was it this? No. Yeah, I wish I could find it. But there's a scene in this game where you're going down in a cart, and this game's called Mixtape, and someone literally had a controller in their hand, and this is what they did. And the entire time, the cart's going down this hill. You're supposed to be dodging things. You're supposed to be taking these ramps. You're supposed to be going over these things. They did this, nothing else. And the game moved all on its own. In and up, over, around, turns, twists, all of it. Just did this. And the game just played itself. I'm like, that is not a game. That's a movie. And that's what I'm worried about, games that are be coming out, which would be like, okay, here's your gameplay. Option A or option B? Do you want to be confrontational or you want to be sweet? Either way, it's going to be the same thing no matter what.
There's some games that I enjoy the story. So like, for example, The Quarry.
Mm-hmm.
I like that game. It was largely decision based. Like, you made a decision and then your character reacted to the decision you made. There were some quick times in it, which I didn't realize was in there the first time I played it. And got fucking murdered by the first werewolf and then had to start over. But it's largely decision based, and I'm okay with some of that. But I don't want all of my games to be that way. I want you know when I want a game like that? When I don't feel like watching TV, but I still want to have some input on what's going on.
Yeah.
That's when I want that game. When I want to play a game, I want to do something, I want to be challenged, or I want to move myself through a story. I don't want them to do that. I want to have to do shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't mind it 2 points, but the choices have to actually have consequences. And I said this in the past. I said again.
And the quarry definitely has consequences to the decision.
Yeah.
That's for
But like, you know, games like Genshin Impact, I still love the game. I still play it every now and then nowadays. But you can literally choose any of the options. It'll give you like a conversation with somebody. You can choose any of the options, and no matter what option you choose, the outcome's the same. What they say is the same, and what happens is the same. Everything's the same, no matter what.
You know, and I just thought about something. You made the comment the other night that loving one likes to see you get the shit scared out of you when you're playing.
Yes.
I've got a whole list of games in my Steam that I would love to watch you play because I would love to see you fucking fuck. I mean, hey, let's see, where's my I want to read these. Quarry's a good one because it is decision based and some quick times, but there's moments that'll make you shit your pants if you're not ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
But or you choose the wrong option, but that's not. Where the fuck is my Steam at? Come here. Library. I'm gonna read this shit off. I went through a phase, and when I read this, you'll understand what I mean. Okay.
Well, you like horror.
So we have. Oh yeah. So we got Fatal Frame Project Zero.
Okay.
The Quarry.
No. I know a game that you need to play.
The other one.
I need to buy it for both of you. You can play it together. It's called
Phasmophobia. Yeah, I
think
could
I've
see
heard
me
of
and
that
him
one.
playing that shit together. Madison was one.
Little Nightmares is a good one, from what I understand.
Madison scared the shit out of me. I ain't even gonna lie. I had to.
We're gonna spell that name.
Shit. It was not spooky in it.
But yeah, those are my three top scary ones inside of my Steam is Madison, Fatal Frame, and The Quarry. They will all scare the shit out of you if you're not careful. Fatal Frame and Madison way worse than The Quarry. And Phasmophobia, Stealthy is like, she wants to get that and make me and you play that together. I'm like, oh, so you want me to like break shit and him to scream? That's what you want.
Well, here's the thing: I can play it, but I will be fucking screaming. So I don't.
And Stealthy's like, I can play it, but I'd be screaming though. You know what? A lot of people say Luigi's Mansion will spook you too if you're not careful, even though it's kind of cartoonish because there's things that pop out and you don't know it's gonna pop out and shit.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion, it has that almost charm like spookiness to it, like that, almost like that Scooby Doo kind of vibe to it. Like it wasn't like meant to scare adults, but maybe spook a little bit the kids. But yeah, that game, I would play Luigi's Mansion. Never did get to play that game because I never had the console to actually play that game. But yeah, I would play that one.
You know they have Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3 on Switch.
Did not.
It should be on
Switch.
Which?
Let me look. I don't know if the first one's on there. Let me see. I think Stealthy says that it is.
Let's see. I think the Luigi's Mansion is on. I think the first one is on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know about the second one.
The second and third one definitely are.
Okay.
Luigi's Mansion was the first one was released in 2001. It was originally on GameCube.
Yeah.
And let's see, is available. Okay, you have to get it through the Nintendo Classics library on the Switch if you're going to play the first one on Switch.
Gotcha.
Because they didn't actually make a physical copy for the first one because it was originally released on GameCube.
So they did a digital version and then did a physical version for the second one and third one.
Right.
Looks like the Nintendo's Luigi's Mansion 3 is on Nintendo Switch, the first
Yep.
as well. So you could actually get all three of them. Anyways, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't really have many games that I play that are meant to scare me. Then again, I would say I have played scary games, and either I have the habit of either jumping or I will laugh because that's how people cope with things that scare them. But the thing that scares me the most is just deep, dark waters. So Subnautica did a great job at that one.
So I love games that made me jump. Fear. All of them motherfuckers would make me jump.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them. Let's see what else.
Then again, games that make you unsettled, like they're not really scary, but they're just unsettling. Kind of do something, for some people. I know that, like, you just feel uncomfortable the entire time. I'm trying to remember. There was a PlayStation 1 game I had, and I think it starts with a P, and it made me uncomfortable.
Parasite Eve.
Yes, that game made me uncomfortable the entire time I played that game.
I played shit out of that game, and it spooked me a little bit, but I played the hell out of it.
Like, I bought that game, no lie, because it had an attractive chick in the front of it. I'm like, oh, she's kind of attractive. Let's see what this game is. So I play, like, oh shit, unsettled.
Yeah, you go to the fucking concert at the beginning of the game, and all hell breaks loose, and you're like, ah!
Exactly. And it was just a very uncomfortable game to play, but I didn't hate it. It just made me uncomfortable.
I love Parasite Eve. I still have it on PS1 somewhere in this house.
I don't know if I still have my copy. I really don't remember. But yeah, that was just definitely one of those games. All right, that's it for this week. We are over time, but it's okay because we talked about our favorite things. Well, at least one of them, video games. All right, so if you want to see more topics like this, if you have topics like this, whether you're watching the VODs, whether you're watching this live, let me know. Put them down in the comments. Say something during the VOD. Leave a like in the video. I would really appreciate that a lot of time. And as always, have a good day, have a good night, have a good life. Much love, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
The black one. Yeah.
And she comes see me
Yes,
every time.
Stealthy